In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's coming now.
Are we on?
In 5. It's coming now.
Good afternoon. It's 12:03 and I'll call the meeting to order. And we do have 4 members of council present. I'm just wondering if Bill has joined us. Okay. So we'll carry on. We do have quorum. Disclosure of pecuniary interests. Hearing none, I'll move on to approval of agenda. Moved by Pat, seconded by Robert. Do you want to read the rest of the agenda?
Resolved that the agenda for the special meeting of council scheduled for Friday, June 5th, 2020 be approved as presented.
All in favor, I'll just ask you to say aye.
Yes, aye.
Okay.
Aye.
Okay, thank you.
Aye.
And I'm also in favor, so that's carried. There's no delegations or presentations. Are there any announcements? Seeing none, we can move down to item 8, staff report. This is regarding the recoding the arena trusses. So Alex, if there's any comments you'd like to make on your report to council, we'll let you address that.
Thank you. Can everybody hear me okay?
Yes, we can.
Okay, very good. So this report is part of RFP 2020-03. As most of you will know, RFPs need to go to council for approval once staff have gotten the results together. For this particular RFP, unfortunately, we only had one proposal submitted. That proposal was above budget. However, as I noted in the report, we had a difficult time sourcing a quote to create that budget. And so staff believe upon investigation that the price that we received is more accurate for the job. We will likely, unfortunately, have to pay a bit of a premium because this company comes from Southern Ontario. However, due to the specialized nature of the actual construction requirements itself, and that there's not too many companies who specialize in painting, specifically painting roof trusses and the like that are in the local area, that it's not a completely unreasonable price that was offered. At the end of the day, our engineer has reviewed the proposal, and that is the same engineer who had originally done the structural review and did confirm that it complies. We had also investigated a couple of the references that were sourced, and we had 0 negative comments regarding any of the follow-up that we did with the references. So to be brief, we are recommending that we accept the proposal from Hastings Painting Company and move forward with the project. So I'm open to any questions.
Thank you. If there are any questions from council, just please go ahead.
I've got a few questions. Pat here.
Go ahead, Pat.
I was reading on the recommendation. I'm just trying to understand if the cost saving option is this 2-coat system? Is it a cost saving deal?
Yeah, so the cost saving difference is between the first recommendation of our engineer, which was a 3-coat system, versus the recommendation from the painting company. So the original recommended coating was priced at about $325,000. And so this is significantly less. In speaking with the engineer, they don't believe that it's going to be a significant effect, and it is a product that will meet our needs essentially, and certainly meet the recommendations of the engineer.
Okay, and one comment. I always thought 150,000 was too low anyways. That's just wasn't and also another one, service life. What service life do you expect out of this job?
So it's tough to say. They do provide a warranty. Now that's years, and it's essentially on The product itself being applied properly is what the warranty they're giving on. The reason that it's tough to say about the service life is because it depends a lot on the specific like humidity, air conditions in the arena itself. And as you guys know from various years, those can vary quite wildly based on when we put the ice in and what the particular climate is and things like that. So it would be impossible to give an accurate figure on how long it's going to last. But the casual estimate, and really please take it with a grain of salt, would be 10 to 15 years.
Okay, I mean, that's fine. I mean, that's what the last time we finished it now, right? 15 years.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I'm basing that off of, is the conditions of the arena as well as like what we'd experienced in the past.
And also, I imagine they guarantee the work, so are they going to be able to do some callbacks? Is there some deficiencies?
Yeah, there's provision in there. So the first provision that we put in the contract is that we don't actually release payment until the work is inspected and accepted by the engineer. So that's one way we protect ourselves. And then those are also included in the warranty period. So any defects within that 2-year period are seen to be defects in the actual method that was used for coating or removal. And so those are covered within the contract.
Okay, excellent. Thank you.
No problem.
Alex, can you comment on when they would be available and how long they will take and how that fits into your summer schedule?
Yeah, so the reason for the special meeting is because they were trying to slot us in ahead of some of their already scheduled summer work. So it may be as early as Monday should council approve of this project. So they're also, we have an end date there. Substantial completion is required by August 1st. So that puts us in a really good position. We're not really sure when the arena is going to open up, but we are expecting to, and we're planning to make sure that we are ready to open in September in the case that that's going to be allowed. So we have already planned a lot of our summer work around this particular project. And so there's no concerns on my end about fitting in all the things that we need to get done as long as substantial completion is met by the date outlined.
Okay, thank you. And the additional costs, and I agree with Pat's statement, that's going to come from reserves as well. That's how we're budgeting that.
Yeah, so Maury and I had a conversation about that yesterday, and it's my understanding that we can use federal gas tax funds for the project.
Oh, that's great. Okay, thank you. If there are no further questions, we can move down to item 12.1, and that's just a resolution to accept the recommendation. And that's moved by Mitch and seconded by Pat. I'll get Maury to read the resolution.
Whereas the Council of the Corporation of the Municipality of Wawa approved a capital budgeted amount of $150,000 for the Arena Trust repainting capital project, and whereas staff only received one proposal for $235,000 plus HST, and whereas the proposal bid is $85,000 plus HST over the 2020 capital budgeted amount of the $150,000 for the project, now therefore be it resolved that the Council of the Corporation of the Municipality of Wawa does hereby accept staff recommendation as contained in report AP 2020-06 and approve the award of the RFP 2020-03 recoat of MMCC Arena Trusses to Hastings Painting Corporation for the upset limit of $235,050 plus HST, and further approve that $86,500 be transferred from the federal gas tax reserve to the Arena Trust repainting capital budget.
Thank you. Any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Aye.
Thank you. The motion is carried. We'll go down to bylaws, moved by Robert, seconded by Mitch, and read two bylaws.
Resolved that the following bylaw be introduced and read a first, second, and third time and finally passed, and that the mayor and acting clerk do sign and seal the same. Any rule of this council to the contrary notwithstanding. Bylaw number 3319-20 to enter into an agreement with the Hastings Painting Corporation to recoat the arena trusses at the Mitch McCotton Memorial Community Center.
Any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Aye.
Aye. So the motion is carried. A motion to adjourn, moved by Pat, seconded by Mitch.
Resolved that the meeting close at 12:13 PM.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Aye.
And I agree. Thank you very much. Appreciate everyone finding time at this noon hour for this very important meeting. And so Alex, you've got the okay from council. Hopefully we'll see some painting there next week. Thank you very much, folks.
Thanks very much, and thanks everybody for making the time.